G'day guys, my name's Josh, you can call me JaWoodle, and welcome back to 7 days where I'm back in my JaWoodle park, my base building and testing world. I've done a lot of bases, but the park is filling up quickly, but I'm coming back because I am a massive loser. Basically, I've been on holiday for about a month, and the whole time I was away, because I'm just so obsessed with this game, I couldn't stop thinking about one thing in particular. So now that I'm back, I have to make good. I have to follow through with my dreams. So the thing that I was thinking about that whole time was this, the shredder base or garbage disposal base, whatever I ended up calling it in the end. But basically, it's just a way to funnel zombies into a giant pit full of razor sharp blades, shreds them to pieces I say, sends them down, they go back up, and all with the power of one little sledge turret up here. Works incredibly well. So I was thinking about this and thinking about, you know what? There might actually be a way to use this a little bit differently and shamelessly exploit the trader compounds. Because you know what? They have damage-proof compounds. Why shouldn't we? So this way, we get to benefit too. I mean, I couldn't just talk about it and not run a couple of zombies through it just to start the day off properly. Straight off, straight in. It's just so incredibly satisfying. It makes me smile so much. The sledge turret loves it. Look at that. Right in. Not much more of it left over. All right. That's the idea we're going to be working with if you are unfamiliar. So let's take this and make it way cheesier. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of nuance to this, but just to kind of figure out the basic, like the structure, the skeleton of the idea, I'm just going to use Trader Bob here. What I'm mostly concerned about is just how the zombies might try and escape the compound, because the idea is get them up, get them punched, get them sent over the walls, because during Horde night, the gates can't open, they'll be trapped inside. So as long as there's no way for them to climb up and get out, I think any of the traders will work. There's not usually anything directly next to the walls, and the zombies, despite being ridiculously smart now, aren't smart enough to think they can climb a tower and jump off the top of that. It's mostly just them piling up on top of each other, World War Z style, to get over the fence that I'm thinking of. But that's only, what, 3 blocks tall with barbed wire on the top, so I reckon I probably can get over the top. There's definitely going to be like the perfect trader for this too, but I was testing that with Bobby Boy, see how we go, and then implement that in a better spot. So the first block that I can build on is one block into the road. So this is all still blocked off by the trader protections. That's all fine. It used to be able to build right up against the wall, but slowly as we've found ways to exploit these things, it's been patched out. So we have to go a little bit further out, but the distance the sledge turret gets is ridiculous. So if we get the right level up, it'll get over the fence regardless. So I guess just here, we'll just start building up and see how it goes, see what the minimum distance is going to be. That's probably too tall. That's probably too tall. We'll start here and work our way up. Have to change it a little bit because I need the ladder on the front to make sure they're coming up properly. It was the crown 3 side, I think it was. Crown 3 side to give you there. You look like the right block to me. I've been away from the 7 days for so long. I am very bloody rusty, but I'm sure I can somehow figure this all out. So if you're unfamiliar why it's this block in particular, if you didn't watch that video, which I highly recommend you go watch that video so you get all of the ins and outs of it. But basically, I can punch through this with my sledge turrets. Like, it can access through that gap nicely, but the zombies can't walk through it. Zombie dogs can get through them. Some of the smaller, like aggro chickens, can get through there as well, but regular zombies, big or small, can't get through that, but can be punched. So let's see. For the moment, just kind of pop out my body up real quick, if I could please. There we go. Is that gonna get them across the fence? I'm not confident. It looks very bloody low. No. Oh, yes. All right. So the first one was nah, but everyone after it has been. Is it just... Ooh, okay, there's gonna have to be some testing here to see like what the efficiency rates are gonna be, but I mean, listen, 3 out of 6 ain't bad. Oh, I got stuck in the fence. It's just, yeah, it take way too long. Take way too long to give it a go, but see that? She can go through the barbed wire to get back over again. And you guys are attacking the gates? Do they still have the thing where they would prefer to attack gates over everything else? So if I stand over here, this is critical information now. If I stand a little bit further away, spawn a bunch of them inside. Are you attacking that one because there's no sign on the outside? Like, in the game's mind, that's a slightly thinner wall, but yeah, look. They're going up and over. Up and over. All right. They don't explicitly directly go for the gate. I think that's like a weak spot, that little panel there. But I reckon, ooh, okay, we'll come back to that later. There's something there, I'm sure. If this Arlene goes over the fence, it's 6 from 6. Oh, not quite. And that's the thing that kind of throws it into a little bit of chaos. Occasionally, there's this kind of like limp-dicked little bonk that the sledge turret doesn't actually kind of clap him in the face. It really just kind of like blinks its eyelashes. It's kind of like floppies it just off the top of the ladder and lands well short. And I'm not sure, I mean, given like, you know, I'm this tall now and it's landing here, to get those floppy ones to get over, they're now officially referred to as the floppy ones. To get the floppy ones to go over the fence, given how high the fence is, it's gonna have to be really, really high. Really, really high. And then it becomes like a question of like, you know, how much time and resources are you willing to invest into it to get them over the fence at more or less 100%? Or, I mean, that was 5 out of 6. If I mark it up on the wall so I can keep track of all my stats, because stats are important, that was 5 out of 6. So you can see like this one obviously had more floppies than that one, but that, I mean, that was 5 out of 6 solids. So I guess we'll just keep going up until we find what like the peak one is. But I mean, listen, one of these levels might have 6 out of 6 floppies. We call that the JaWoodle. And you know what? Just like the JaWoodle, that'd be very disappointing. Oh my goodness. That was 0 from 6. It was the next level up. We went from our best ever to our worst ever. 0 from 6. It really just seems to be a luck of the draw. They're not making nothing close to getting over either. Even like with the limpy ones, with the floppy ones, they're still just not getting close. You're gonna give me another floppy here so I can show everyone what the floppy does. Look at that. See, it's landing more or less in the same spot. The arc just isn't there. And it's more or less the same. So to kind of like, to use a big word, I'm definitely using wrong because it's me after all, to kind of extrapolate that out, to really like kind of guesstimate the distance, it's gonna have to be probably up like this tall. Like all the way up here to get the floppy ones to just land on top of the fence. To get them to clear it is gonna be way higher again. Because as they go further up, they're carrying less distance. I don't think that's gonna be worthwhile. I'll keep going for now, but I reckon that's a bridge too far. And you're better off just leaning on the turret, just setting him back down again to start all over. So maybe we're going back to the original height limit, like 15. 15 might be ideal. In fact, you know what? Let's skip to it. I said I was gonna skip straight to 15, but I've just gone to 12 instead. And something weird's going on with, I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know why they decided that they don't want to climb the ladder anymore. Maybe something's to do with these blocks over here. I'm not sure, but we'll kick it up there, please. That's not a floppy one. That's a really bloody turgid one. That's what we like to see. Arlene saw something that big and impressive. Was like, you know what? Actually, nah, I choose not to. That's the floppy. Floppy didn't make it. Oh, floppy hit the top of the fence. So we're getting closer. 15 might actually get a little bit lucky, but there's still going to be weak ones and strong ones. That's another flop. That's another flop. That's another flop. Sammy, are you feeling all right, buddy boy? Do you need like a drink of water? Do you need some time to relax, a refractory or something? What's going on? Cup of coffee, a lie down, some little blue pills or something? You're just not quite going the distance anymore. I'm trying to run the test again and I'm just not sure what's going on with these ladders. I'm using scaffold. Oh yeah, that's better, Sammy. There you go. Not quite on the second one. But 3 out of 4 ain't bad. That's the Sammy I've grown to love. There we go. Although I don't love you based on your performance, my love for you is, I was gonna say unrequited. That's probably more accurate than I'd like it to be. But, what's the word for it? Oh, unconditional. My love for you is unconditional, Sammy boy. I promise you that. But if you all want to come to the top, I've got a couple of them over. I wasn't paying attention to the last couple. Floppy and solid. Okay. So really, it just kind of is luck of the draw. I'm never going to get there to where it's going to be 100%, but we'll test 15 anyway, because at least then when they do fall, they're not going to start beating on shit. And you know what? I'm changing the ladders. I don't think scaff ladders are what... Something's happened with scaff ladders. They're not working the way I want them to. I just found something that I think is very interesting. So I can't build on this side of the white line, right? But I can destroy on this side of the white line. Can't go any further, and I can't actually place any blocks into that groove, so the destructible layer is 1 layer further in than the buildable. Oh, it's 2 further in, isn't it? It's 2 further in than the buildable level. Is that to negate trader compound bases? Like back in Alpha 17, it was the first time that I did it, at least the first time I know of it being done. I dug a massive moat around the trader compound and built a base clung to the side of it, so zombies fell in, they couldn't do any destruction, but I was safe and happy up on top of the world. Have they done this to completely like negate that? So if you tried, the zombies would have a couple extra blocks to break to undermine your base? Because that's very interesting if that's the case. That would be, look, that's as far as I can build them. And I can destroy so much further in. I reckon it is. That has to be the case. Interesting. Oh, the fun people are catching on to our tricks. I've changed the ladder. I've also changed like the foundation of the ladder to try and get them to climb the ladders a little bit more happily. You seem like you're going up all right. Okay, so I'm now 15 blocks tall. This is usually how tall I build. That's working so much smoother already. And even on the floppy one, she still didn't get close to get over the fence. 2 floppies immediately. All right, you know, catch you later, Arlene. I guess we'll get to the top eventually. So 0 for 2 so far, but if you ever get to strong hits, it should be all right. Right? Close. There you go. There you go. So I guess, like, there's no real need to go this tall at all. Like, even all the way back down here, which was what? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks up. Even at 5 blocks, the proper hits are still struggling to get them over the fence anyway, and the floppies are still well and truly lackluster. So I guess, like, how will I do it? I think I'll probably revert back to previous bases and say maybe 7. That was the 5 out of 6. 7 is probably the minimum, I would say, the comfortable minimum, at least then the pathing will work properly. But if you really want to negate everything and just completely remove the risk of destruction, go 15, no destroy everything. Oh, and you might get lucky. On a half floppy, on a semi, you might get it over the fence. This video is going a certain way that I did not intend. Just wanted to quickly check to see if I do have all my points in robotics in. I'm going to actually get rid of that because, I mean, that just makes Sammy a little bit more effective, fires a little bit faster, doesn't actually, I don't think it actually increases the distance that Sammy throws them. Does it? I don't think so. 20% faster, reload, extra 50 rounds, and a further active range. So nothing in that tells me that Sammy's more effective, but just to make sure, let's just get a forget an elixir, whack you in. Oh, hang on a second. Gotta double press. There you go. 2-factor authentication on forgetting everything, but that's how it actually worked. And with that, I'm gonna set it to Horde Night because I want to just give this a go and see how it's gonna react. So the compound now is locked down. You can't open the gates. Now, it doesn't really matter. Zombies can't open the gates regardless. But if I get all the zombies into the compound, they're trapped. I'm hoping that means I can then just bog off and go do whatever I want to do, treat it like a regular night, and not have to deal with the zombies at all. That's kind of the dream. It just might take a little while for that to happen. Gotta get them all over the fence. It's definitely taking a little bit longer than I wanted it to. It's getting zombies over, but it's not nearly as efficient. So maybe all right, catch you later then. Oh, jeez, I thought you were about to skilling yourself on the barbed wire like a teenage skater. That would have been a really bad time for you, but all right, all's well that ends well. Maybe the robotics in Venom, the speed, maybe it does add extra power to some of the sledge that it just doesn't say so in the description. Because it's just having so, like, it's rarer to get the harder hits. Like, even that one, I would have called that a floppy, but it looked like it had a proper hit to begin with. And they're just not flying quite like I want them to. Like, some are getting over. This whole time I've been watching and talking now, no more have made it over the fence. Oh, there you go. There you go. Right when I've given up hope. There you go, Sammy. On your lad. Oh, that'll be it. Oh, that'll be it. Sammy's done it. Look at that. We've trapped all of the zombies on the other side of the gate. And the best thing about that is, like, yeah, I mean, it's already kind of AFK enough, but they can't do any damage to that. So with all of them trapped on the other side of the fence, I'm now free to do as I like. I can go looting, I can go driving, I can go see Jen from outside the compound, but look at that. All those zombies trapped inside, nothing you can do. I've got the world all to myself, and you just have to sit there and glare at me through the barbed wire. Perfect. Okay, and actually like, during Horde night as well, it's weird if you can avoid the zombies. Horde night's actually safer out in the world too, because there's no world spawns, like regular world spawns, as far as I know, out in the world. Someone confirm that for me. If there is, or if there isn't, someone tell me, please. There's no world spawns out in the world, so you can go be completely safe, doing whatever you want to do. There's nothing out here. You're gold. You're golden. It's We've completely nullified the Horde by exploiting the trader. Who said traders weren't powerful in Alpha 1? Who said? Until they start breaking out. Oh, because they're climbing over each other. Okay. All right. Well, there's still some issues here. We need to find a better trader compound, I think. But now we know. I want to do a quick little tour of the other traders to see who might have the best. No, well, actually, no, zombies aren't that smart. They won't think to go up to then change their elevation back to yours. They get on your elevation first, and then they try and make their way to you. Oh, that's a big old bloody bear over there, though. So I don't think they'll use this to jump over the top. And this is a much taller wall than it was previously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a full... yeah, g'day, bud. It's a full 2 blocks bigger than it was before. And they do like to target the gates too, don't they? Do you reckon I can fit through them? Oh yeah, definitely. There's a big gap at the top. There's a big gap. This might actually be even better again. There's a 2 block gap there. But 5 blocks, Trader Hugh might be the golden one. You wouldn't go on this side though, because there's too much flotsam there. You'd do the same thing. You'd build it. You'd try and sim over this wall actually. You'd build it here. G'day, chicken. You'd try and build it here. Or is that further? Oh, that's so much further. Although this is so much closer. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Where was I? Where was I? Bobby boy, I was back down here. Look how far I was trying to throw him on this one. So there's definitely a strat. You got to pick the right trade or the right spot to do it too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was trying to throw him over a fence that was on the 6th block away from me. If I go back to Huey. G'day, Husband Buzzy. How you doing? How close can I get? Like this corner over here looks way closer. Or is it just me? It's just me. I can build there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 5th block. And there's nothing on the wall here either. Oh, I reckon that's a prime posse. We'll keep that in mind. We'll check the others, but that's the best so far. Interestingly, Rekt isn't the worst option. He's on there's 4 blocks. He's on the 5th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fence is on the front side of the 5th block. It's a low fence as well. Now, obviously, there's still the barbed wire on the top. They're still going to try and climb over it. How's the front look, though? Because there is that sign. Oh, no, I reckon I can still get through there. I reckon I'll still get through there. Because there's that sign that's partially blocking it. Is there a better gate, maybe? Nah, Wreckers only has the 1 gate, too. Oh, it was so close. So close. It's getting in the right direction. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because it's the fence on the backside, the wrought iron on the so the corrugated iron on the front takes up an extra spot. So Rekt isn't the worst option. And hey, for early game, if you find a tier 1 sledge turret somewhere, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout actually. As much as I don't want to, I'm going to give Rekt a chance to impress me. Things are surprising in 7 days these days. Apparently the stun button, not completely awful. News to me, but maybe Rekt has some sort of nugget of gold in the giant piece of smoldering shit that he is. Maybe his compound is the most useful. I've changed the design a little bit. I put 2 ladders on to try and get them to, I don't know, come a little bit closer, so I'm hitting from a block closer than it was before, and the fence is closer. This looks like a floppy might actually get pretty close to getting over. I reckon this has some pretty significant potential. What am I doing this for? What am I doing this for? Who cares about spawning in my own bloody zombies? Let's get the bloody horde knot going, go straight to maximum. And on the front here, that's just a 3/4 block, so still pardonable by the zombies, but not going to get in the way of a potential thwack. Yeah, here we go. Up you come. You know what? It's going to sound weird, something, but the first time ever, please show us your floppy. I really want to see what you do with it. Up you come. That's a flop. Oh, and very nearly made it over too. It's kind of like a 50-50 shot. Some get caught in the barbed wire, some are going to get over. In fact, you just chose to run over the other side. That's fine with me. That's already more promising than it was. They think they're on the other side. They think they're on the other side and they're going to the door. All right. Rekt might be the golden boy. Come on, something. There you go. You want to hit him properly? No, you got to hit the zombies, please. Not the woodwork. Oh, the double ladder might have been a choice. Might have been a choice. Oh, over the fence you go. Or just... Did you just die? I didn't get experience. You died from the barbed wire. All right, that's fine then, but this is working better. I decided I didn't like that double ladder design, so I've killed all the zombies and started fresh with the regular ladder. That's a flop. That was a really, really small flop. I actually barely even got to the fence. Yeah, okay. No, I think this is actually working better. So we're a block further in because the ladder's on the inside of that block, but realistically, I don't think it makes too much of a difference, but it does stop them grouping up the top in my, in front of my window just a little bit more, so it's a little bit safer. That's a floppy. Floppy over the top. We've already got, what, 4 zombies on the inside in a matter of, like, a minute? That's not bad. I reckon this is the better play. I reckon Rekt... Somehow, Rekt is the better option. And that is the first time anyone has ever muttered that sentence. Almost got all the zombies over the fence. Oh, there we go, Sammy. That was the last one. Almost made it to the helipad. They're all trapped in. I'm all nice and safe and secure. Okay, that was definitely way more effective. Running it twice with 2 different, destroying a base and rebuilding it differently and still running it, still beat the previous time at Bobby Boys. So Rekt's compound apparently pretty bloody good. What are you doing? Got all bloody distracted on me. Okay, so you're all in there, but what I want to see is if I quickly grab just some more Arlenes just to see what they're going to do. I want to see if they pile up. Will that sign stop them from jumping over the fence like they did previously? Is that going to be like a little cork in the bottle of zombified champagne? Is everyone jumping? Oh, get over here, please. Anyone jumping at all? Oh, yeah, there we go. She's up. She's beating on shit, but I think from there, if she wanted to, she could get out. Even though they're beating on the sign instead. They don't seem to want to, but... I mean, they're still trapped and down again. Extra effective. Rekts just get better and better. I've just been standing here watching and no zombies have made it out. Even when they get on top of the gate, they decide to, yeah, nah, champion. And there you go. That's the first one. The first one in all that time. Up you come and back in you go. Attaboy, Sammy. All right, they're starting to leak. That's with like double the amount of zombies that actually came during the horde. Oh, I made it back over again. Sammy's elite. Sammy loves it at Rekt, apparently. That's pretty bloody effective. There's all those zombies. Even when they're stacked, one Molotov. In fact, you know what? Here we go. That's what I'm gonna do. Give me one Molotov. One Molotov. I think it's gonna be fun to watch the entire bonfire of zombies get lit up. In you go. That's a bloody effective Molotov. That is. Look at that. That'd heat you for a generation, that one. That's enough energy to light a sun. Alright, I think we can all agree that is a much, much better solution than we had previously. Go away, please, birdie boy. If I can shoot at all. Alright, Rekt is a success. I'll just check the others to see if there's a better compound because that's pretty resounding. Jolly Boy's got those big walls as well. The OG tradie, oh, but he's got such a well-designed trader compound. Now look, if you trapped him over here, I mean, the sign's way better though. The sign's way better. But it's got these big gantries on the side to make it super easy to pop over the top. I guess it all depends on how they're gonna think. Like, if they go over the wall, there's bloody catwalks all over the shop, so there's no good way to throw them over. I think that's the difference. Like, Rekt had that low wall, but a protected gate, so it was easy to get him over the top, but, like, you still had the height. Because that gate would be perfect. It's got the sign on top, there's no way for him to get through. That's the dream gate and the dream walls, but the catwalks, nah, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work. Huey Boy was the better option than this, but he didn't have the sign. We'll go back and test. We'll go back and test Huey Boy in a second. I've looked at all of them. I haven't gone to Jen yet, actually. Let's go see Jen. Where's the burn biome? There we go, Trader Jen. How you looking, Jenny girl? Pretty good. I mean, Jen's always looked pretty good, but low walls, a sign over the top, it does have a 1 block gap there, but potentially that, if Rekt was better than I gave him credit for, Jen might be the dreamboat. How far away are you? You're, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not as close as Rekt. Not as close as Rekt. What about you, actually? Are you just that little bit closer? 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fence is on the front of the 5th. Oh, it could be perfect, Jen. You got the right gates for it and everything. Yeah, look, even just looking at this, even just looking at the distance it's got to cover, that's as close as I can build. We're back at the same level as what Trader Bob was, but this has the better gate for it, so it's gonna be better than Bob's. Bob's is like the worst option for it, I suppose. Jen, much better, but if only Jolly Boys didn't have that catwalk, it would have been perfect. But to get it over that wall in a place that they're not just gonna jump back over again super easy, the chances of that happening are so slim. You really gotta get like, not just like a strong hit, but a ridiculously strong hit to make that work. We'll give this a go. We'll run the Horde. We'll see what Jen's compound has in store for us, if it's going to be the dream boat that she is. Everyone come to say g'day? Yeah, g'day, Loza, how are ya? Up you come, please. It's just, it's a big hit. I don't think the floppies are going to work. I don't think the floppies are going to work for Jen. There you go, that's the first flop, and not even close. Not even close. Oh, that's such a shame, because look at that, when they get over the fence, it'd be great, but that was like a 3/4 stiff, and it still didn't get over the fence. It's all or nothing with Jen. I don't have that kind of game. Actually, looking at this as well, look at this. There's a whole ass ledge on the other side. Like, fortunately, they target the gates for some reason. I'm not sure why, but that's where they want to be. But if they decide to go the other way, half their job is already done. There's already a lip from to stand on. Jenny girls may not be the dream. Oh, gross. That means the Trader Rekt is the best option. That means the Trader Rekt has value to the world. I didn't like wash my mouth out with soap for saying such profane things. That's blasphemous. I don't want Rekt to have value. No, damn it. Oh, look, to try and make this a little bit more palatable, I suppose. How are we doing? There's a couple over there. Like, it's not awful. Some of the bigger boys don't have the same kind of flight. They definitely fall like a lead balloon. Get over. There you go. Look, it's not awful. There's no points to this. It is a tier 6 turret, but it's not really doing anything outrageous. I don't think the ragdoll force changes. That's a good one. Changes between them. Yeah, you just can't get the bigger boys over, can ya? Even when you try, they bounce around like a bleeding beach ball in a breeze. No, I'm gonna leave it. There you go. I was gonna put some points into robotics, but look at that. It's working fine. This'll do. This'll do nicely. Just gonna have some faith. And probably just get rid of the cops on the way through. While this is going on, actually, I'm gonna spawn in some zombie dogs will do. I would like a bear, please. A couple of zombie bears and some dire wolves. Because they've got paws. And paws aren't known for their opposable thumb abilities, so I want to say they're going to attack the ladders or something. I thought they might actually attack the fence. But I think they're just going to decide to just run around in circles underneath instead. Alright, so their AI is broken. That's all fine. So don't have to worry about the animals. The other one's going to go over the fence. Like, you'd have to, like, you know, you couldn't run around with these guys alive to dispose of them, but that's not too much of an issue. We've got 3 zombies left. 3 zombies left to get over the fence. Oh, that's a rough landing. Oh, you're dead. I don't think you're too concerned about it anymore. These last couple are just taking forever. So you know what I just thought of? You could absolutely do this with a stun baton. Because the stun baton with the repulse mod has just that absolutely ridiculous yeet factor. You can send things flying so bloody well. Well, I'd have to charge it up first, but the next zombie that gets up here is going to get thrown over the fence. You there? You there? 1, 2. Can I get some charge, please? Well, I mean, that would have worked perfectly if I didn't kill him. Sorry about that. No, you're dead, so... Alright, I need to charge my baton. Fortunately, I have some very willing volunteers over here. Can I charge him? No, not like that. I just killed them. I killed my captives. That's the opposite of what I wanted to do. No, I need to charge. All right, I've got my charge baton. I'm going to try and group up at the top as much as I can to make the most out of this. Like that. I killed one, sent the other absolutely flying. No headshots, please. Only chargey boys. No, don't you do that. Yeah, there you go. And over you go. Yeah, this is a much better way to do it. Like, the sledge turret is great. Love the sledge turret. You can AFK, but if you just want to make short work of them, get your repulsor, get your stun button. Oh, it's going to work on the cop too, I think, is it? Can I charge you, please? Yeah, there you go. Get over the fence. Away with ya. This should be the last one. There you go. Over the fence. And that's it. That's all she wrote. There is now no more zombies for me to deal with. They're all stuck on the other side. I would like to see... Can I grab, no, not you, if I just grab like a whole bunch of extra zombies in here, Arlene, if you wouldn't mind. I mean, look, that's a ridiculous amount of zombies already, get their attention, because with the sign over the top, there's so many zombies, the AI can't even think of how to figure out how to get them over to me. But I don't even think they can break out of here. I reckon they're pretty safe and locked in. Look at that. How's that for cinematic? Jen's clinic saving me, putting on a clinic. It's a beautiful sight, just like Jen. Yeah, look, there you go. They're up the very top, they're not crawling it under, the barbed wire's blocking them, the sign's blocking them. So if you can get them over the fence, which turns out the stun button with the repulsor mod is the better option for that, you can repulse them to Jen's, and they're trapped. There you go. Horde night, what night? Whoever bloody cares about it, easy bloody peasy, can completely nullify it, completely cheese the Horde by taking advantage of the trader compounds. There you go. You can build yourself a blender or build yourself an AFK base, doesn't bloody matter. Well, I'm gonna have to leave this episode here. Go forth and use the knowledge you've gained to take the absolute piss out of the zombie Horde nights, because why the hell wouldn't ya? That's fun. I enjoy this game so much. I enjoy breaking this game so bloody much. But I'm going to have to leave this episode here if I get time back to usual and come back and probably break the game in another episode because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the patrons of Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Twitter, but don't talk to you there first. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.